going to be a TVZ starting on Polar Night. Spawning at the top for Outset Gaming. Going to try to get some maps back. Let them even up on map score, at least for this week, despite the fact they've already lost the week. And this is a Diamond A set best of 3. 3 yellow Zerg player Hydro. Looks to be from Texas Tech. And his opponent in the bottom, in purple, for StraTk Gaming. It's PingPang. PingPang, I'm not sure if you're still watching. I know you were curious about me casting this, but if you are, hey, what's up? Finally getting to your game. Finally getting to your game. Way to be the ace set and not to be last. Yeah, another TVZ. Seen some interesting super early Hellion aggression from our TVZs so far. One of them turned into bio, one of them turned into mech. Just a massive mech army that just rolled over the Protoss. It was kind of just disgusting to watch, but yeah, we'll see what happens here. See bio for the first time today, or not. I think bio is infinitely mechanically harder to play. But I think strategy-wise, mech is harder to play. Just getting to that point where you actually have a mech army that's not going to just die to anything the Protoss or the Zerg player actually has available to him. Still no pull yet from Hydro. He's up to 15 supply, and he's probably going to be going hatch first, I would imagine. This is an interesting kind of a map, given where the extra bases are. Actually, 3 drones go out at once. I think you definitely only meant to have 2. 1 for scouting and 1 for building. Yep, there we go. 1 builds a hatchery, 1 goes scouts. There's going to be a gas after this bear comes up for PingPang, so he's going to be a Reaper scouting. Nice and safe. Nice and safe. Which way are these overlords going? This overlord's taking a strange path. It started going all the way across, then actually I think it was looking for proxies, I imagine, over in this direction. And then it's decided to go for the natural, and this one looks like it's also going for the natural. We'll have to see. But regardless, there is a drone scout, so he's going to be able to get in and see everything that's going on. Actually, all he saw was the barracks. He didn't actually see anything else. He didn't bother going to see gas. But, okay. Interesting. Especially if there wasn't a second depot down. You would kind of expect to see a second depot if there was a gas. If there's not a gas, you're probably not going to see a second depot. But PingPang is just wanting to get up his second command center as fast as possible. He's getting 2 Reapers, and not just the 1. And so this will be a little bit of a supply block, but not a big deal. Only because of his wanting to get this second command center a little bit faster. He delays this supply depot here just a little bit. Hydro's hatchery is going to be up here in a moment. He is gasless. His first queen is on the way. Second queen is on the way as well. So 2 queens at a time. First Reaper is going to get in. And to the least, it's going to be annoying. There's nothing but drones at the moment. But Hydro with some decent micros is going to be able to push these away. Actually, saves one of them. Got to save another one. But again, this is all just mining time that's lost. And actually, 1 drone goes down at least. And at this point, you might want to just start pulling things and making the Reaper go away, because Queen's not going to be out for a while, and he's already killed 3 drones now. Oh my goodness. 3, almost, maybe 4. Still a chance for a 4th drone to go down. Nope, not yet. So 3 Reapers go down with just this first Reaper here, or 3 drones go down with just the first Reaper. The second one hasn't even joined the fun. Where's the second one? Reaper, where are you at? Why are you hiding? It's back home. He wanted to make sure this was safe. Interesting. What's stupid? Right, so, yeah, there's a lot of workers that just died for no reason. Oh well. 2 more queens on the way for Hydro. So he's going super queens. Getting 4 queens at least. He does have gas already, so he's going to be able to get speed really quickly. Probably expecting this Hellion follow-up, which is coming. There's also another quick starport as well, and attack live on the barracks, so it could be for Banshees, which is very, very likely still. There are 2 gases. No, only 1 gas up still. What am I saying? There's only the 1 gas stood. So Banshees is going to be hard to afford. But PingPang is probably feel pretty okay with this. Getting his Reapers in again, just scanning things out. He's seen the gas, he's seen the pool. Probably was jiggling when he was up there. And yeah, let's see. Reaper has 1 kill. This Reaper has 3 kills. So he's killed off 3 workers, and I guess probably a Ling. I think so. Ling died. So sad. Roach Warren is already on the way for Hydro, so he knows the Hellions are probably going to be coming, and he doesn't want to deal with them at all. He's answering Hellions immediately. Screw that. Screw that. This is only 720 Elven, so it shouldn't be that bad. Hydro getting in. He's going to be able to see eventually. Yes, does he see this? Yes, he's going to see that there is the Banshee on the way. Cloak isn't being researched, so it isn't a huge committal to this, though. Not a big deal. Reaper's still just looking around for a third base. Still no third base yet. Still nothing really out. There are 4 Hellions already on the field. Banshee will be joining in just a minute. 6 Hellions now. Reaper's getting it. It's been a little bit annoying. And Hydro is starting to wall up at his natural here. With queens. And actually he has a second queen still in his main base. And actually making spore crawlers a little bit of an overreaction, I think. 2 spore crawlers in each base. Keeps him very, very safe. But this is only 1 Banshee. Actually 2 Banshees now, so... Yeah, but no cloak. There is no cloak. So just the 2 Banshees, and without any cloak being researched, not the biggest of deals. And Tech Lab going down on this barracks. This will probably end up being bio. Just a nice kind of really harassment-heavy opener. Banshees are really going to be able to work against these roaches and keep himself safe in case there is some sort of huge roach swell later on. And actually, Hydrogen immediately coming out. No upgrades coming from PingPang or Hydro just yet. Nor are they coming from PingPang. He does have 2 engineering bases just about to finish up. Second gas, third gas, fourth gas, all about to finish at the same exact time. Hellions and Banshee actually going to be pushing away all these roaches, and now there's nothing really left. He's got a couple roaches, but that's a good amount of units that could go over here and be really annoying to this third base for a long time. What else is he going to do? He's got some queens and some roaches. That's about it. And if he leaves his natural, he's gonna get killed by all these Hellions. So the third base is kind of open to harassment here. Queens are coming down to deal with this. Actually, an SAV joining the fight. This Banshee's actually just about dead. I have to get the heck out of there. I don't know what the SAV was doing. SAV, you cray. And where's the second Banshee at? There he is. There's the second Banshee. Scanning, see what's up. All he sees is the layer is finished. And he does see the Hydrogen as well, so it is going to be actually kind of ranged Hydra Roach play from PingPang, or from Hydra. I'm not sure if he's expecting completely for this to be mech. He hasn't seen anything but this setup right now. So he doesn't know if there are the double engineering bays. He doesn't know that his opponent has kind of abandoned going for a mech, and he's going for this biostore sort of style. And with tanks on the way, stem combat shield and rotters can be starting to add it in here. It's going to be very, very difficult for a ranged Roach Hydra army to deal with without really good engagements, and even just having Vipers to kind of support this. Banelings is finally coming in, so he's going to be able to add on Banelings eventually, and have that opportunity to go just straight melee if he wants to. But he's got his third base up finally, but he's completely even on the work account right now, and it's not the situation you want to be in as a third player. And PingPang he's keeping himself safe. He's got 2 waypoints out front, adding in a second bunker behind his main mineral line. There are no drones here, so this could be like some crazy 1-1 push with speed banes and speed roaches, or not. We'll see. Infestation pit is actually already halfway complete here, so he is starting to drone up at this base finally. And Hydra's looking to push this game to a little bit of a later situation. Overlords still haven't really seen anything. He still doesn't really know the upgrades and what's going on. But once he gets in, he's gonna see this pretty soon. And he hasn't seen any upgrades on the mech army, so by now I think he knows that this isn't going to be mech. This is going to be annoying to play against. He does have, actually he's using his overlords to deny these third bases landing, which is going to be super annoying for PingPang for a little while. Just being able to get over and kill off the overlord and keep himself safe from the army of Hydra at the same time. Yeah, Centrifugal Hook's just about to finish. Glial Reconstruction is just about finished here, and +2 attack is on the way already for his army. Comet, +1/+1, no, only +1 armor just finished. +1 attack was a little bit behind there. Still has over 50% to go on that. Overlord finally going to die. It does see that there is an upgrade there, at least, because he still hasn't gotten the base and seen anything, so that's nice. But a nice Hellion drop coming in here for PingPang. Gonna get a few more workers here. He's killed 13 so far in this game, and killing just more and more. Any workers he killed at this point are just gravy. Especially that these are just wasted supply with these Hellions. He doesn't really want the Hellions at this point anyway, so no big deal there. And for that, he got a good amount of workers. And his opponent has lost 1,000 minerals. He's only lost 600. And his 600 minerals lost were mostly in Hellions. Yeah, 5 Hellions lost and 1 Reaper lost. That's really it. Not bad at all for 14 workers. Still a good amount of army out for a Zerg player. Starting to get his creep spread going. This is a really kind of a difficult map to engage on. There are these ramps here on either side. All over the place there's ramps, so once you take high ground, it's very difficult to get away from the high ground and take care of your opponent. And if your opponent is on one side, you can be on the other side, counterattacking their third base, since PingPang and Hydro both took their third bases where they did. If they want to attack each other's third bases, they're going to be on opposite sides of the map, which can lead to some interesting situations. We'll have to wait and see if that actually happens. +1 ship weapon's actually on the way as well, and +2 armor on the way. Still no +2 attack for the bio just yet, and just still more and more barracks being added on by PingPang, keeping his money as low as possible. It's nice to see. Actually on 64 workers. Could probably stand to use a few more workers, but he's okay for the moment. Not a big deal, especially with mules, and eventually he's going to start adding on some more command centers. Just scanning, trying to see where the army is. Sees a lot of banelings. Banelings do have speed. They don't have any upgrades beyond the Carapace upgrade. And the roaches and hydras do have +2, +1. +2 Carapace is pretty far away. And yeah, it's a good amount of bio, and even tanks spread out. The bio already pre-spread with some mines. So yeah, our Terran player is pretty safe here. Overlord's moving across the map. He's going for Vipers. He's getting Vipers up now. So this is going to be interesting. We'll try to probably be abducting these tanks, or at the very least throwing down the blinding clouds to keep himself safe from that. Actually, a couple of units get baited in by the Reaper. I'm not sure if that was accidental or purpose. That was kind of cute. But Hydro is aware of the space now. Actually, massive drop going in down here. I don't know how... This purple is very difficult for me to see, apparently. So, that's rough. Massive drop coming in here. Killing off a lot, but not really. Got a lot of the lings that were reinforcing, but that's really about it. And nothing really done there. Yeah, it's a decent trade. Only 400 more minerals lost for our Terran player here, compared to the extra 5,000 or so he lost. And actually, Hydro's going to lose some Overseers for nothing. And these Vipers actually in a really bad spot. All 3 of his Vipers are going to die pretty quickly here. Last Viper will survive, however. I don't think he's looking at that fight. I believe there's maybe another gate, but no. And he's going to pick up and just attack into the main base. And some static defense is being put down into the main, but his army is being pulled apart all over the place right now. Actually, he yanked one of the medevacs away from the army so they would stop healing. It was the medevac that had the full energy, so nice kind of cute little play there. Banling's rolling in, flying to take this out, and medevac's going to scoot on out of there. But there's this huge army, 192 supply to 178. +2 attack is about to finish up for this bio. And there's a big army for both players, but if PingPang is able to set up in a nice CG position on this third base, it's going to be very difficult for a Zerg player to break. It looks like he's just going to go for it immediately anyway. Banling's starting to crash in, but that's a lot of tanks. There are 4 tanks firing behind all this bio army, but most of the bio army is getting completely shredded. But again, just the rate of fire on these tanks is absolutely ridiculous, killing off most everything, but that's still a good amount of army that is left over for a Zerg player, but not microing forward into the tanks. And tanks are going to clean almost everything up. All the tanks do eventually die, but still, pretty even trade there. Both players lost pretty much the bulk of their armies, but our Zerg player remaxing on roaches and lings, while the Terran player is able to max on actual bio, which is what you actually want to have. You want to have bio. You don't really want to have roaches and lings this late into a game. He does have a good amount of Vipers up, but there's not many tanks left over now. Two tanks at a time being made, and he's going to start dropping even more now. 4 medevacs, only 3 of them have units in them. Actually, medevac with the lowest health has probably the heftiest amount of units in it. This is seen, however, by Hydro almost immediately. So he knows it's coming. He's able to get himself into a good position. There's already a couple Spore Crawlers in this base. If this medevac with the low health leads, it's gonna die. It's gonna die immediately. He's gonna still go around it. Army is being pulled back though, but it's still gonna get dropped out. And with +2 +3 armor about to finish for the bio, but Banling's crashing in. Gonna get a yank. Yes, actually, that's sad. He yanked the medevac that was low, and that medevac actually died while he was yanking it, so nothing actually happened. So sad, so sad. Attempting to drop even more. Just try to find a way to annoy the Zerg opponent. And his Zerg player is still only on 3 bases. We are 20 minutes into the game and Zerg is still only on 3 bases. This is very rough for him. Viper's kind of getting a little antsy, trying to get out in front of the army, but yeah, both players kind of in a even position right now still. This army is quite large for our Terran player. He has +3 armor. +2 attack is all he has right now. And he gets +2/+2 for range. But range isn't really what Hydra wants to have. He wants to be able to have a lot of lings and banelings so he can reinforce a lot better. Tank's kind of cut out, not really with the rest of the army, but Hydro indecisive there. Lets the rest of PingPang's army get back, and this army is going to just crush through. Again, tanks against range, roaches and hydras. Hydras melt so quickly. No contaminates are able to go down, and Hydra calls them well played there. And he may have screwed up, but you went for the wrong thing. You didn't screw up so much as you went for the wrong unit composition because you didn't scout. Okay, you can leave the game now. You can call it GG. PingPang. Is he gonna let this? Is he gonna keep this going? You call it GG. Just get out. Okay, well. PingPang is Hydro quite upset, it seems. He's pulling a QXC here, slamming on his keyboard. Yeah, there he goes. He leaves the game. Okay, whatever. Okay, PingPang gonna go up 1-0 in this series. Don't know why Hydro was so upset there, but he was. Say Levy. I'm gonna go directly into our next game. I'm not sure why I didn't swap the overlay, but I did not.